Well, here we are again, and yes, I still have a messy mat. Who doesn't? Who doesn't have a messy mat? So I'm just going to give it another clean. Just give it a little clean. How are we all doing? I hope we are all good. Today's 3 for 3 for 30 is I'm going to make some envelopes for said journal, which I just want to show you quickly. I've put some, I made these when Seven Plaza and Crafty by Tony, you know who I mean, did the ABC April thing. I think this was jewellery. So I've popped that on the front. And obviously my 3 pages that I did. I also found some little Mooka postcards, so I've cut those up. I have put in like a little belly band and used a little rubber stamp. A little envelope. I made a little notebook and I stuck that in there, but I want some little envelopes, so that is what is going to happen. I love that. So I have already cut out some envelopes, and these are just from paper bags, so this is what we are working with. Let me just turn up the, is that up enough? It's quite dark outside. So what I want to do first is to cover the insides. Now it's the Tim Holtz die, and I want to cover the inside, so I've picked out some paper already. I've got this, and I might cut out some little vellum ones later. I'm not 100% sure, but all I'm going to do is draw around, but what I will do is do it on this side so I can see. Draw around the die like that, just draw around there, and then probably just down halfway, and then we can cut that. And then I'm going to do the same just down here. I'm going to do one there, and then I could do another one further down. Yeah, so then I'm going to just put that in there and do the same again. So just draw around, and I can cut that out, and then just do another one about there. And I will cut those out. So I'm just going to cut up there. Let's see how these fit. So just going to put that into there, and then once you've shut your envelope, that's what it's going to look like inside. I'll probably just trim that down just a tiny little bit on either side. So there's one. There you go. You get more of an idea. And then I can trim down the other side. So there's one. And we'll cut this one out. But I want to do some stamping and whatnot first, so. And this one. And this paper is just from a old 6x6 that I've had for ages. So it's just a good way of using up bits and pieces. I mean, if you wanted to, you could cut out the whole envelope and just line it with that, but I've only got one sheet of this and I really like the colours. I think it goes with the colour scheme. So I need my scoreboard, just so I can score. Just along the lines. So I'm going to glue this down, and then I can trim and ink. So just glue this down like so. I've been watching a lot of the videos, some really cool ideas out there, so I love this because I think it's just a great way of connecting and finding new people within your community as well. So well done, girls. So just getting that so it's all lined up, and then I can trim that as and when. So there's one. Just let that dry off a little bit. Do this one. And these are just old Tesco bags, brown paper bags. If you've got any brown paper bag, you can use that. So I'll just push that along there, or fold that along there, and then just do a bit of gluing. I hope everyone survived storm, was it Floris? We didn't. I got caught a little bit. I had to go to a meeting in Redditch yesterday, and I got caught in a little bit of it, but not a lot. But it looked quite bad. We've just been on a cruise to the Norwegian fjords, and we had really bad wind when we were on the cruise. And my mum sent me a message and said, I bet you're glad you're not on the Norwegian Sea right now. Yeah, too right. I'm just not. No, I just couldn't do it. I think when we were on the sea, we had, it was, well, gale force 8 to 9. 10's like one of the highest. 10's like hurricane conditions. So it's pretty bad, but no thank you. I would not like to have been on the Norwegian Sea yesterday. So I'll just let that dry off a bit, and with this one that we did first, I'll do this one first. So I'm just gonna trim around the edge. Yeah, we enjoyed the cruise so much so that we booked one when we were on. But we were like, well, that's quite a long way to wait. We've got another one next year in May that we're going on, and then we've got one in September the year after that. And we were like, oh, that's a long time to wait. So we've booked another one in between. So we're going on a Mediterranean cruise next year we're going on we're doing like just a week to Hamburg, Bruges, Rotterdam, something like that. So I think that'd be quite cool. And then after that, we're doing the Baltics. So we're doing Copenhagen, Stockholm, Helsinki, all of that. See what I mean? How cool does that look? Just, I mean, even just as a little envelope. So a good way to use up your scraps as well. So I just wanted some, and I'm going to do a bit of stamping and things on these. Right, now then, I'm not sure. Just had to rip that. Yeah, right. So now that we've done that, I am going to just ink up. Actually, what I think I will do first is give it a bit of a sand it a little bit. Just around the edge. Like so, I'll do that with all of them. Do I want to sand that bit as well? If I just kind of gives it that oldie worldy effect. The only reason I'm sanding is because, I mean, look at that, it looks so cool when it's sanded. So, and that one, and then I'll have to wipe down again. And my sanding blocks, I don't think I've got it anywhere to hand. But in Lidl sometimes, in the middle aisle, they'll have like the home decor DIY bit. They'll do that. And I get the sanding things for the actual sanding machine. And I literally just die cut them out. And it's like £2-3 for, you get a real thick amount. And I just die cut them out. So that's a little tip. And there's different grades as well of paper. Right, where did I put? There we go. So give that another little wipe down. See, I'm just so messy all the time. Hopefully I'm in time. It was very hard, you know, to do 3 things like that for the first one, but we're getting there, Right, so next I've dug out a few of my old, well used stamps, and these are from Inkalicious, and it's got, you know, text on and things like that. So what I'm thinking before I ink, is I'm going to do a little address. Where is that other address? I'll be anyway. There it is. I'll do this one first. That will fit on there, lovely. So, stick my stamp on. Let's grab a bit of ink. Now then, I was going to do it grey, but I'll do it black, I think. Love that. So there's one. Take that off. Oh, make sure that's on straight. Not as straight as it can be. Like so. And then I'll just take that out. Okay, I had the other one open, didn't I? There's that one. And what do we want to do? Do that one. I don't even know. Is Inkalicious still around? A lot of these places closed down, which is really, really sad. So I don't know actually if Inkalicious is around, but whenever I used to go to the NEC, which I don't really do much anymore anyway, because you used to get really good deals when you went to the NEC and things, but I just think people get greedy and all this sort of thing, and it, you know, it's like that every craft's a pound. I used to get loads of stuff from there. Not anymore. So I'm just going to glue that down. So we've got now an envelope, which I absolutely love. I'll do that again. So anyway, at least the plants got a little bit of a water yesterday. So yeah. But yeah, so I used to love getting there. They had like they used to do quite a few deals, didn't they? If you bought this many stamps, you got them for that price and whatnot. So, but they just don't seem to do that anymore, I suppose. With the current climate, they can't really, can they? So, okay, perfect. Perfect, right. So now I'm going to ink. And that bit of paper as well just gives it a little bit more reinforcement. So absolutely wonderful. Okay, so I'm using brushed corduroy. Tim Holtz brushed corduroy, and I'm just gonna ink around the edge. You could do this with the Amazon packaging as well. You know, they used to put everything in that cardboard stuff. Now it's the envelopes. They use the envelopes quite a lot, don't they? That stuff, I tell you what, I use that for wrapping my Christmas presents with. I turn it inside out. So if I get anything like that, I just literally cut the bottom, cut the end and turn it inside out, or try and turn the actual bag inside out and use that as my Christmas wrapping, because it's nice and sturdy. So I actually didn't check to see what time I started. That's not good, is it? What does it say on my, I can't even see on here. Or can I? 16 something, so I better get a move on. Probably 18. I had to take my glasses off to look, and I haven't got my readers on. I hate getting old. It's horrible. It's really horrible. I don't like it. I'm going to have to get some bifocals as well. When last time I went to go and get my eyes tested, they said, well, we can do it. I said, I'm not having them. I'm too young to have them. Guess what? Next time I go, next year, I think it's next year, I'll be getting some, I think, because I can't walk around with 2 pairs of glasses on, one on my head, and the amount of readers and things that I've got everywhere. If you're like that, let me know in the comments below. Right, so I've got some scrap paper here that I think I'm going to put into my envelopes. So this is that stock movement form that I was telling you about. These were dyed with the the powdered stuff. What is that stuff called? Have I got it in here? Brusho. So I did some dyeing with some Brusho. So I've got that, and I think what I might do is just print a little something on there, and then we can use that as a little letter. I think we'll do it with this one. That way. And I've got some more script here, and again this is just from Inkylicious. Just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Fold. And fold that way. And we can put that into there. So we've got a little letter to sit in here. Now then, do I want to do anything else to that? I've got some little bits and pieces here. Probably not actually. Right, so that I can put to slot that into that little pocket for now, and that can sit in there. Then we've got one of these. Now then, do I want to? I'm just literally going to slot. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. That's the thing. That's the thing. I haven't got time to be prattling about, so to speak. What about some lace? A little bit of lace on there. I literally just took out things that I thought, oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Oh yeah, I like that. I'll have a little bit of lace. And I shall do. What did I do with the water? Just going to move that lot out the way. Some brushed corduroy on there. Give that. Helps if you have it near the water, Katie. And then I'm literally just going to mop that up. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. I apologise for that. Give that a quick wipe, because I don't want to get that on my top. Right. Do I want to put any of this on as well? Been doing a bit of dyeing of muslin too, so I don't know whether to do that or not. Yeah, I don't know. This is when you need to have like a live or something. There's a small one. That was what I was looking for. Something like that. No. I don't know what to do. That's all I keep saying in these videos. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Because I could put this. I probably will put that in there. So we'll leave that on there. I need to make some more pockets, I think, to put these in. Anyway, right, so I'm going to use some of these. Let's call this a bill. Put that on the top. And then workings out. Let's not do them upside down. Something like that. I don't know what this is. I'm going to stamp this and see what this is because I have no idea. Okay, I don't know what that's even from. I don't even think that's from this set of stamps. And then put that on there. Do I have, not in that one, in this one? Where's my big square? There we go, and then that sort of looks a bit like a little bit of a bill. So I can fold that up. Pop that in there. So that's a bill for her corset. A bit further down. So that can go inside of there. So put that in there. Put a belly band in there. I need to do some more. What I'm going to do is actually stick this down. And then it's in there and I can't do anything about it then, can I? Otherwise it'll just kick about here for weeks and weeks. Oh, come on. Onto there. Yeah, like that. Likey. And then we've got this one. So we're going to use this. And I'm probably actually just going to leave that as is because you can journal on there if you want to. So fold that across. I think next time I'm going to do some tuck spots and things and little bits to put in some. So that's probably what the next one will be. And that can sit inside there. And I will probably put that up here and slide it into there. So I'll get a paper clip for that. Get a paper clip. And pop that in there. So we've got one that's in here, one that's in here, and one that's in here. So I'll show you them all now, and then I will be back later on, either in the week or next week. Just depends, because life is busy right now, and I'm not sure when I'm going to get to film, so I'm taking every opportunity as I can. So we have got this one that's got the little bill in it. We have got this one that's got just the little letter in it. And I've got this one that's got that in it. And there we go, and that's just out of old paper bags. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's obviously a quick one because it's 3:30 and I still don't know how long I've been going on for. So I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much, and do make sure to go and check everybody out on hashtag JJ3under30. I'll see you next time. Bye.